guys, it's Megan, and how about that intro though? So before I start the video, I really want to talk about my new intro. I want to say thank you so much to Zaret, who is a video producer who made my intro for me. He went above and beyond and did just, I mean, an incredible job. Like, you just saw that, right? Like, insane talent. I'm going to have his links down below if you want to check him out or hire him for video production work. He is incredible. He's so nice. He's a cool dude. He's a gamer, and he also is extremely talented. So this week I'm going to be reviewing Battlefield 1. Kind of reviewing Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 came out on October 21st. Friday night I played the game for 7.5 hours. I streamed it, and I didn't get to the last story mission, but I was able to play through 4 out of 5 of the campaign missions, and then I was able to do like 1.5 multiplayer games. So I'm just gonna kind of give my general thoughts on it at this point, because I feel like, I mean, this isn't like an in-depth review, but I just want to give like my first impressions, I guess. So let's just kind of give some general like information on why I played Battlefield 1, because if you watch my videos, you know I'm not good at first-person shooters. I don't like multiplayer games. They're not my type of games. If you've seen my Titanfall alpha video, you know that. I think I mentioned it probably 1,000 times in that video. It's not necessarily that I don't like it, it's just, I'm just not that type of gamer, I guess. So why did I check out Battlefield 1? Well, for starters, my boyfriend pre-ordered Battlefield 1, and like, it's a long story, but basically he couldn't play it on Friday night, so he let me borrow it to stream, and then I decided like while streaming to make a video on it because I really enjoyed it. Like, I personally didn't buy it, but after playing it, I might buy it. I was generally interested in this game though. Like, honestly, I was, from the trailers. I'm a very like narrative driven gamer. Like, that's my type of game, like role-playing games and games with good stories. Like, Battlefield 1 had my attention with their really emotional trailers. Like, it was just something that was different for me. I haven't played a lot of war games. The trailers were really interesting. I thought they looked really good. I wanted to try it. I wanted to try the campaign specifically because I heard the campaign was really good and well done. I played through 4 out of 5 of the campaign missions, and then I played like 1.5 multiplayer games, and I'm gonna start by reviewing the multiplayer and then go into the story mission. So the multiplayer. I mean, am I a multiplayer person? No. I want to be. I want to be an MLG. I'm so not an MLG. Battlefield 1 really impressed me with its sheer like quantity. There was so much to do in their multiplayer maps that I was actually extremely impressed. I played the capture mission. I think it's capture. It's something like that. Oh my goodness. That map was gigantic. Like, you had to teleport to points. Like, when you would die, you would have to teleport to the point that your team had, because like, if it just spawned you in the same place, you would probably spend like 20 minutes running there. Okay, that's probably an over exaggeration, but my point is, huge maps. Now, my biggest complaint with multiplayer always is that it's repetitive. It's something that I just can't play for a long period of time because I get really bored of doing the same thing over and over again. And I know there are different game modes in all multiplayer games, trust me. It's just I get bored of all of those too. Battlefield 1, I feel like it would be very difficult to get bored. I just feel like it would be difficult because there's, I'm gonna call it an arsenal. May not be the right term, but I mean, they do have a big arsenal of guns, like literally, and weapons, and like things that you can do to kill people. On top of that, they have train. I don't know if every map has a train, but the map I was in had a train, planes, horses, tanks, smaller tanks. That's insane that a multiplayer game has that many options to utilize, I guess you could say. Of course, I didn't utilize these things. I wasn't about to like try to venture out of just, you know, point and shoot, because I'm not skilled on these things at all. If you are, or if you're somebody who plays this often, you're going to have a lot of different options. And I think that's amazing. Like, that's a game that I think is worth $60 to be able to play in a different way almost every time. Like, not only are there different game modes, but this is just the stuff that comes with each game mode. And I'm sure that in other game modes, there are probably even more different ways you can utilize these types of things. In our capture mission, when you're like capturing the point, there are planes coming at you from the sky shooting you down. Like, how crazy is that? Our artillery Artillery. I don't know. You know, like stationed guns that you can like stand at and like shoot, and they're like extra powerful, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about. There's that as well that you can use against these planes and against these tanks, and it's pretty amazing. There's also different jobs that you can be assigned. Like, I know there's a medic, and I don't really know if there's anything else. I don't know how to assign those things. I don't know how you like get that job. I don't know. But I think it's cool that there are things you can do. If I were playing Battlefield 1 multiplayer for like a long period of time, I would probably utilize all these things. I'd probably be a medic at least one point. Try out a plane, ride a horse. I did ride a horse. It was really difficult. I was extremely impressed. The map is huge. You can also get lost in the environment, and it can feel very realistic. And I think that's kind of awesome. I love immersion. We all love immersion. We're gamers, right? Now, on to the campaign. I'm just not a big war story fan. No disrespect at all, but just not really anything I've ever been super into. Battlefield 1 totally changed that. Like, for a war game to impress me and hold my attention to the level that Battlefield 1 did, absolutely incredible. Like, I can't even explain to you how insane that is. If you are not a multiplayer gamer, if you are like me, which I'm hoping some of you are, because if you're here for multiplayer gameplay and such, then you're gonna be disappointed. This game is absolutely worth it for the story, and I think it is even more so worth it to get you into multiplaying, competitive gaming, I guess you could say. 5 hours long. Didn't take me 5 hours. Took me way longer than that. I died so much. Why? I have no idea. I'm not that bad at first-person shooting. I was pretty bad at this. When you kind of realize that each mission is teaching you a skill that you can apply to the multiplayer, I think that's awesome, and I think that's exactly what every single multiplayer game should do. I said there were tanks, right? The first mission, I mean, not really a spoiler, it's about a tank, and it teaches you how to use a tank. Am I good at using tanks? No. The point is, if I were to enter the multiplayer without playing the campaign, I would have no idea what I was doing. This kind of gives you several different missions that teaches you how to utilize the tank to the best of its ability, to take advantage of it, and it makes it pretty difficult. So it kind of prepares you for going out there in the competitive game, in the multiplayer, and using these things. And I think that's amazing for somebody who doesn't play these types of games, that I'm being taught how to play the game, basically, you know? Each mission does do this. There's also a plane mission. There's a mission that's mostly groundwork, shooting, using artillery. Really, really got me was the narrative. There are 5 different stories. There are 5 different people, 5 different characters, 5 totally different situations. All war related, obviously, and it is so emotional that I can't even express to you. Like, sad in like a really depressing way. It's sad in the way that you realize that like the situation and the environment, and it's very impactful. And I feel like I've never played a game that had that kind of impact and like that kind of realism of war, like the reality of war. It was fascinating. It was genuinely fascinating to play these people's stories, to experience that from like a first-person view. The cutscenes are incredible. The graphics are incredible. It's a beautiful game, and it's also so emotional. I'm sure that you have probably heard that the campaign is incredible, and I haven't even finished the campaign. I really want to, and I hope I'm gonna be able to, but as I said, like, I had a time limit. I had like 12 hours to play this because I was borrowing it. I feel like the narrative, the storytelling, the writing is up there with some of the best story-driven games that I've played. They're not just focusing on the story. They put so much effort into the multiplayer, as I said previously. And it's only a 5-hour campaign. But the fact that they can put that much incredible acting, I mean the acting, the writing, the graphics, the cutscenes, and the gameplay, that all diverse, all different, all super fascinating, it just blows me away. I'm a difficult person to impress when it comes to these types of games. I really was impressed, and I really think that this is an amazing game to kind of bridge those two, what would we call them? The people who are really into multiplayer and the people who are really into like narrative RPGs. just like bridging them together and bringing them together. They put in 5 hours, like a 5-hour campaign, right? That's that good. Like, I'm telling you, it is that good. And also made this incredible multiplayer game in the same game. Like, that's $60 for that. That's amazing. That's a great deal. Honestly, I think it's 100% worth your money. I think you should definitely get it, no matter what kind of gamer you are. I think it would benefit everyone. I think everyone would feel like genuinely satisfied. I think this could be the game that gets me and gamers like me into multiplayer. I really had a good time playing it, even though I wasn't the best at it. That's it for my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! This is so emotional. Like, this is like what I thought Journey was gonna be. I don't know where HQ is, but I can't steer the pigeon, so it's literally... Wait, what? Oh, I guess you can't steer the pigeon. Okay. Wait, where's the combat area? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fail the pigeon mission. Are you kidding me? Good game, yeah. Oh my god, wait, go back up, pigeon. What are you doing? This is not what I wanted to do. Wait, how do you go up? What the heck? No! Okay, wait. Okay, we should be fine. Wait. Oh my god, why can't I control this pigeon?